This is the Mearsun bone conduction hearing aids. Let's take it out of the box. The first thing they win is the packaging award. Take a look at that. And then this comes out. The hearing aids are in there. And you got your manual. And another little booklet over here. And then you have this thing here. And we're going to talk more about that goes with it. So let me get everything reconfigured. In the box you get the instruction booklet. In this nice case here are the bone conduction hearing aids, and the center is a charging cable. This charging cable is still wrapped in the plastic, but it goes to a magnetic type connector like that, so it doesn't plug into the unit. It plugs in USB at one end, and the other end is going to attach magnetically to them. We can take them out of the thing right here. Just pull them out all the way around so you can see what it looks like. And that it goes around the back of your head, hooks over your ears, okay, just like that. And I'll talk more about bone conduction and all of that in a bit, how these can help you, what they can do for you, all that stuff. And this device here is a device that will help you to get the best performance out of these hearing aids. It's got a plastic thing, we'll take that off right there. And this needs 3 AAA batteries. You will notice that there are 3 AAA batteries included. However, when you switch it on, nothing happens. And the reason for that is these batteries are all wrapped in plastic. So you have to take them out, take the plastic off, and then it'll work. Buttons on them, basically just for volume, and in Bluetooth mode, because they can pair with your phone or other device via Bluetooth, you can take calls, hang up, you know, all that kind of stuff. So your plus and minus. The plus is going to be your power button as well. You just hold it, you'll hear it beep. Let me show you how to wear them first, and then I'll tell you more about this device. So they're put on kind of how you expect. Remember, like I said, it goes around the back of your head, and these are going to clip over your ears. So you just go like that, and it sort of pretty much falls right into position. Take a look. Okay, it doesn't go in your ear at all. Okay, it sits kind of in front of it, and that's right where you want it. Okay, these are bone conduction headphones, so they're going to hit the bone about right here. Okay, and what that's going to do is, instead of your ear hearing stuff, what this is going to do is create pressure that's going to rattle that bone. Yes, this is real. It will rattle that bone, and that will hit the little tiny bones in your ear that make you hear stuff. Bone conduction has been around for quite some time. When I go out for my evening walks, I use bone conduction headphones, and I like them especially because it leaves your ears open to whatever sound is around you. Now, you're going to hear the sound that's around you through this because it's going to amplify it, but it's nice to be able, if you still have some other hearing facilities left, that can also aid you. These are meant for mild to moderate hearing loss. These are over-the-counter type stuff, so not the kind of thing a doctor can prescribe, but like I said, you just sort of put it on like that. We're going to press that plus button for a couple of seconds, and it just beeped, and now I'll show you the authenticator. They call this device the authenticator. It's a handheld device that allows you to tune the hearing aids. So once you have the plastic off the batteries, we'll go ahead and switch it on the side, and it comes up in Chinese. No problem. Hold the left button. It's marked L and R, left and right. Okay? You got to hold that for about 10 seconds, and there you go. It says Bluetooth matching. We'll go ahead and power on the hearing aids by holding the plus button. And there you go. Now you have modulation. You can turn that up and down anywhere you want. Okay? We'll put it about there. And now you can tune the hearing aids. To do that, hold the OK button, and here's a graph. You will start hearing a tone in your left ear. You can raise that and lower it. It's good right there. Press the R button, it goes to the next tone. Let's crank that a little bit. Here, just a tad. Well, no, I think about there was good. And we'll keep going all the way through. That's a little sharp, that one. That's a little sharp too. And that I can hear as well. Hold OK, and it will save, and it'll give you a graph. And then you can do the same with the right ear. So to do that, we'll go hold the OK button again, and it goes back to left ear. Hold the right ear, and now it says right ear, and now let's dial that in. We'll turn that up, and you're going to find something interesting in that your ears hear differently. I got to crank the right ear up considerably more. I actually can't hear 8,000 hertz in that ear. It's just the absolute faintest. I'll press OK, and it saves it. And there you go. Now it shows you a graph of how you have it. Your left ear and the right ear, and where you have everything set. And that's it. That's what this device does. But, like everything else, there's an app these days. This uses the Mearsun app. So let's go to that. Okay, here we are in the app now. You do need to set an account up, and as of this point, August of 2025, it requires that you have a phone with a phone number that it can text you at. I know about 99.99998% of people have that already. I don't. I don't want it. So I have special access to this to show you. But we now have to connect Bluetooth with this. So we'll go ahead and select device right there. And you'll notice nothing is there. And that's because we have to go into the Bluetooth on the phone first to get that set. So let's go and hop into that over here. And there it is, Mearsun. And there we are. We're now connected. There it is there. We'll hit to adapt. And there we are. Now you can adjust your volume like that, and the volume balance to the left and right any way that you see fit. Or we can hit this button and we can start the fitting process, and in here you see exactly what that authenticator device did, but you can do it on your phone. And you could set up an avatar and, you know, a little bit of personal data, that kind of stuff that you can put in the app, and it pretty much does the same thing as the authenticator. So while we have this connected Bluetooth still, I'm going to give you a test of the microphone in it. So I'm going to record a sound sample. I have a voice recorder app on the phone, and when I hit that, you'll see at the bottom it has a message saying that Mearsun is going to be used as the recording device, the audio device. So let's record a sound sample. I'll play that right back for you in the video. This is a recording made using the Mearsun bone conduction hearing aids. Okay, I will save that and play it right back for you. This is a recording made using the Mearsun bone conduction hearing aids. So now in my easy chair, because I'm getting older, one of the things that I found was really interesting was using this authenticator, because it allows for control. I know how to use a smartphone, but there's a lot of older folks out there who might not. And this will allow them to control everything fairly easily. And what's also nice is the modulation level, that's basically your volume. They can just crank their hearing aids up whenever they want. Of course, there's a button on it too, on the thing there, that does the same thing. But this way they can crank it up and see where it is, you know, and do that. Tuning it with the various frequencies is really nice, because that's going to allow you to hear troublesome frequencies for you. In other words, a lot of people, as they get older, myself, as we had proven before, right ear over 8,000 hertz, it's not there anymore. It's fine. I can still myself understand conversations and things like that, but boosting that little frequency area there will help me to hear that and maybe appreciate some other things that I've been missing out on, at least in that ear. And it's also interesting the disparity between the two. You tend to favor one ear over the other, just like we're left and right handed, stuff like that. You're left and right eared also. So, yeah, one ear is going to be a little bit better than the other in terms of hearing stuff like that. So, pretty much what you hear wearing them, and I still have them on, is just an enhancement of what's already around you. Now, you're maybe going to have to think back to your younger days, if you had hearing back then, to know what a particular environment would sound like. But, you know, we can all go outside on a spring day and hear the chirping birds, and if you're in the same area, you'll have the same ones, and you'll remember it just like it was when you were a kid, now that you can actually hear it again. So that's really a nice thing. It's just an exact image of what's going on around you. What I do like about it is these are IPX5 waterproof, so if you're outside with them and it starts drizzling, not a problem. If you're exercising and you sweat up, it's not a problem either. And you can do the Bluetooth with your phone and take calls, hang up, all that kind of stuff. I gave you a microphone test before, so you have that functionality as well, which is a nice touch on top of them being hearing aids. I find that bone conduction headphones in general, and that includes these, can't ever exactly reproduce the same sound stage as the earbuds that go in your ear. But a lot of people don't like those. They don't want a thing sticking in their ear all day. And it's nice. And if you've worn earbuds for any length of time, a lot of times it's a relief when you finally take them out. You're like, oh, this you don't feel. It's just there. It just hangs on your head like that. And you don't even feel them. And again, like I said, it still leaves the rest of your ear open so you can hear other things around you. So I would really put these, they claim mild to moderate. I think mild is more where it sits, where you still have some hearing, but you just need a little bit of a boost to the volume to understand. But that really is inherent in the technology of them being bone conduction. There's nothing wrong with bone conduction at all. It's a different kind of sound. I don't know how to really else explain that. Explain that otherwise. They don't sound the same as earbuds, and earbuds don't sound the same as those big over-the-ear headphones like that. So there's different, grades of stuff out there depending on exactly what you need. If you have the big headphones like that, you're not going to hear anything around you. Sometimes that's a nice thing. I know hearing aids are going to kind of boost that, but it's kind of nice to have. Or maybe you're piping in some music from your phone and listening to that with these, and somebody wants to talk to you who's in the same room, and they call your name. And you can look up at them because you heard them right along with your music. So that's kind of a nice thing. And that's why I use bone conduction headphones when I go out for an evening walk. So that way, if there is a car or something like that coming and they're just too busy on their phone to stop at the stop sign, I can hear them coming and I can stop before they do. So you get my drift with that. Anyways, they do certainly work well, but it's going to be a different kind of thing, being that they're bone conduction. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with it, and I use bone conduction pretty much exclusively when I'm out and about. When I'm in the backyard doing work, mowing the lawn or trimming the hedges or anything like that, I use earbuds. And that's nice because it kind of blocks out the sound of the device I'm using. So you get the right device for the right circumstances. These are great for what they are. Really no problem with it, and I kind of just like that it has this authenticator thing there, so you can control it, adjust it, and do it on the fly, and you don't have to mess with an app. And that's really a nice thing in this day and age when your phone is perpetually out of storage because everything has an app. Once again, these are the Mearsun bone conduction hearing aids. If you'd like to purchase this item, I'll leave a link in the video description to the manufacturer's website where you can find this item available for sale. Thanks very much for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.